The sky was overcast, the kind that hung low like the ceiling of a room you weren't meant to stand tall in. I sat in my office, nursing cold coffee, when Dr. Evelyn Shaw walked in. Gray suit, clipboard, no-nonsense gaze. She wasn't there to hire me to find a person, she wanted me to find understanding. Investigate the differences and similarities between autism and ADHD, she said. Interview. Observe. Document. I raised an eyebrow. So, you want a detective to solve neurology? I want a story, she replied. And you've got the brain for both facts and nuance. I didn't know then that she was asking me to investigate myself. Max's apartment was clean. Not tidy, precise. Everything had a place, and every place had a reason. People think I'm cold because I don't make eye contact, Max said, fingers tapping a rhythm on the table. But I'm just thinking about 10 things at once. We talked about meltdowns, routines, and how conversations can feel like trying to dance with no music. Max wasn't broken, just decoding the world differently. I noted the deep focus, the rigid routines, the sensory overwhelm. Max's parting words stuck with me. I'm not missing anything. You're just tuned to a different channel. Jamie nearly knocked over her coffee. Twice. I'm not disorganized, I'm just idea-rich, she grinned. Thoughts fly at me like fireworks. Sometimes I catch one. Sometimes they explode. We talked about time blindness, emotional storms, and rejection sensitivity. She described it like driving a Ferrari with bicycle brakes. Everyone thinks I'm lazy. I'm not. I'm exhausted from trying. Her energy was wildfire. Beautiful, unpredictable, and too often punished for burning bright. I couldn't help but notice the patterns, emotion, intensity, and yes, a kind of brilliance. Anna held her coffee like it was her last thread of control. My son, Dylan, has ADHD. My daughter, Sophie, is autistic. They are night and day, but both get told they're difficult. She walked me through school meetings, meltdowns, advocacy battles. The system sees behavior, not need, she said. If they're quiet, they're fine. If they're loud, they're bad. Her voice cracked. They're just different. Not less. I wrote that down. I went home and opened an old journal. Pages filled with half-finished thoughts, big ideas, forgotten deadlines. I remembered being the kid who couldn't sit still, the teen who hyper-focused on crime novels for hours. I saw myself in Jamie's chaos. In Max's clarity. In their contradictions. Was this investigation about them, or me? Dr. Shaw laid out scans, charts, diagrams. ADHD isn't a focus problem, she said. It's a regulation problem of attention, emotion, motivation. And autism? It's about prediction, sensory processing, and how the brain organizes meaning. We traced overlapping symptoms, executive function struggles, social challenges, and diverging causes. You're not solving a mystery, she told me. You're mapping a spectrum. Taylor looked tired, but resilient. Autism and ADHD? It's like having a traffic jam and a racetrack in the same brain. They talked about stimming to focus, overanalyzing social cues, struggling to start, but struggling even more to stop. Sometimes I need routine. Sometimes I need freedom. It's a tug of war. They described the loneliness of not fitting into any category. I'm not a contradiction, they said. I'm complexity. That felt like the core of it. I took the evaluation. And I cried when it confirmed what I already knew. This case changed everything. Not because I cracked it, but because I felt it. Autism and ADHD aren't opposites. They're reflections. Two paths. Same forest. I used to think I was a detective chasing answers. Now, I know, I was finding myself all along. I sat at my desk, surrounded by files and recordings. I started to write. Not a report. Not a diagnosis. A letter. To anyone who's ever been told they're too much. Or not enough. You're not a puzzle. You're a story. And it's still being written.